Hey, what's up? It's your boy Egypt Thompson. This will be my first YouTube video. I am so nervous, so distraught. I've jumped into the water. For those who don't know me, I've had a show called The Couch that I used to do with a panel, kind of like The View with gay men. I'd love to revamp that, but I said, well, let me give it a try. I've been kind of, I'm an artist, so I'm nervous about my shit. So, but yeah, so I just want to get on here and discuss our show, Pose. So, Pose tonight just ended their I guess, finale happened tonight. And so, I just have to elaborate on some things. I have been watching the show, and I must say, when I first watched the show, I was real like, oh my God, this acting is terrible. And I know some of the key people that are on the show. Like, I'm really... I've met them, they actually come by the house, and my friend Donna used to do people's hair and stuff like that, so I know them. So I'm excited about the fact they have an opportunity, but I also want the show to do very well, so I want them to take heed and go get classes, and, you got a perfect opportunity, so now let's hone in on this and become amazing. I will say today I noticed that Electra Abundance was the most natural today. I felt like she got out of that campy accent trying to be this European woman, and she is like herself. Like, she had to humble herself and get a real job. And for those who don't understand the show Pose, I have to catch you guys up. I'm talking about the finale, then I'll back it up. And also, spoiler alert, I'm talking about Pose, the final episode. So if you've not seen it, please cut this off. So, and also, guys, if you can, please hit that subscribe button and share and like and comment. And, I was told I have to say that in the beginning before I give away my goodies. Okay, so let's talk about Pose. And I didn't write down notes. I'm just going to do it off the cuff. If y'all love me, y'all love me. If y'all don't, anyway, so let's start off with the characters. I love Damien and Ricky's relationship. I will say that they were going to lose me, y'all, if they didn't get more insight on their relationship. If I was like, okay, look, if y'all don't get some more boy and boy action, I'm going to lose it. Like, I love the transgender community. I love their story and their message, but I will say I like to relate, so I need them to kind of balance it out. But I will say I'm learning so much about the transgender community and, what it is, the opposition, and I really respect, really have learned a new respect. Let's talk about Angel. Angel is the transgender female dating the white guy. This story is kind of like lacking to me. I kind of want him to beat it. I would love Blanca to have a mate. And this is what I really want, y'all. I'm sorry, I was talking about Angel, but I'm gonna shift gears. Blanca is so amazing and so giving. And I want her husband, the guy who played her, she had a guy flirting with her, not her husband, but a guy flirting with her, but he ended up being like the town whore, and he fucked all the transgender girls or girls who dress up in drag. So I want him to have some redemption quality. I would like for them to really have him really try to win Blanca's heart, really be charming, and really, knock down her walls, figuratively and literally, and then him to turn out to be a really great guy. I would really like her to have this masculine, hyper masculine, thugged out guy who is probably rough around the edges but can honor and nurture her. And so maybe they can meet at the HIV clinic, and then that's how they find out that they share a secret. So that's just me talking, but I would love for Blanca to have that role. I love Poppy being welcome back. I love that. I love her redemption quality of Blanca, being forgiving. And again, Electra Abundance, I'm team Electra Abundance because I love her personally. I've always been a fan of her when she was Tyra, Allure. She was always Naomi Campbell to me. She was always a mystery. I remember she came by the house and said, I don't trust people who don't smoke or drink. And at the time, I didn't smoke or drink. But now I'm a fan of the Chronic. So, but I will say that, what was her name? Candy. She is totally a lie. Totally. So I'm like, beat it. So, but I will say, love Candy as an actress. When I tell you the character, the real actress is amazing. Her dialogue is so natural. I love her, love her, love her. So, I'm team excited. Yeah, I just love the cast all the way around. I wasn't team Electra Abundance. I felt like her lines were real. I'm like, you got to give her spacing and dialogue. So her acting coach, please teach her about spacing and timing. And when she interviews, she's so natural. Also, I want to say to the show Pose, thank you so much for opening the door for exposing a new life, not necessarily a new life, but a newer understanding of life, the way it is, and seeing the ups and downs. I really enjoy that it's not campy. Now I'm going to talk about the stuff that they have to work on. Now, Pose, y'all. Y'all know y'all totally out of line. Number one, they made a reference. I'm going to tell you some of the references they've made. They're supposed to be 80s. One, they keep saying, like, You fancy, huh? I was like, that wasn't out then. When old girl said side chick, I'm nobody's side chick, that wasn't out in the 80s. What else did I hear today? Today I heard, what was something that just really said, I'm like, they didn't do that. Oh yeah, when she said, I think one of the Vulgars talked about doing old school. I'm like, no, in the 80s, that wasn't old school. It's the 80s. Old school voguing, it had actually had that category until the newer girls in the 90s made it what it is. And that was even like a late 90s, early 2000s, because it was still voguing the way that, that old school way. So we got to work on that. So, but I think what it is that it's such a young cast or young script writers, and there's not really somebody to really say, yo, they didn't say that. So y'all got to either Google it. I want to work on a little more 80s fashion, 80s makeup. No one did the nude lip. They're not wearing the harsh cheekbones they had. I'm like, y'all, we got to get these girls to look like 80s. The only thing that references 80s to me is they throwing bitches in these 80s rayon jogging suits and smoking cigarettes. That does not symbol just the 80s. We have to be a little more. And I wish they would have kind of kept the show filmed in a texture that it was in like the promos. The promos was like in black and white. It had a grain texture. I'm like, it's so high def. And right now it feels very millennial. And I'm like, come on. Also, another thing they said is something about, oh, we're over a House of Abundance, like her lace fronts. I'm like, one, lace fronts weren't a consumer thing. It was plastic wigs in the 80s. Lace fronts were probably just for Broadway. So that reference just didn't fly. I'm like, yo, we gotta stick to the 80s, y'all. It's supposed to be the 80s. And maybe I'm picky because I have 19 years experience in Hollywood, and I sat around script supervisors and people who worked on continuity, and how that's what got Oscars in some of the movies I worked on. I worked on the movie Birdcage and some other Oscar-nominated movies. So I heard what they said. So if you guys really want that Oscar, Grammy, just notification. Also, we have to work on Billy's haircuts and hairstyles. Box fade with a twist in there was not it. You did not have a box fade twist, and dreads weren't even popular in the 80s. Like, only person who was doing that was Whoopi Goldberg. It did not become mainstream as a twist. The shit was nappy head. So in the 80s, you were all about combing your head, shaping it up, and having perfection. There was no natural. Come on, y'all. We got to do better with that. But other than that, I give it a overall this season. For me, the first episode was like, I gave that I gave that bitch a 3. I hated it. The acting was terrible. I felt like Blanca's character was, so everybody was fresh faced, which I have to be fair. So I was like, let me watch it over and over. I really wanted to love it. So then the next episode, Blanca like blossomed, and then Poppy became great. Damien was great. Also, let me get on Ricky. Ricky is so fine. Oh my God, so fine. Oh, I love he. And with the crop top, I'm like, oh my God, I'm team crop top, team crop top. So anyway, y'all. So again, thank you guys so much. That's my little wrap up for the show. I'm sorry if I ramble, but if I'm fast, please comment. Let me know what I need to work on. I realize I've already been told, bitch, they're going to eat you up in them comments. They're going to slay you for your hair. They're going to slay you for your outfit. They're going to, but they also going to show you love. But I'm just here to say thank you guys so much. And I will also be vlogging about the show. And then I'll switch it up so it's not just about me bitching about the show. Because now that they're off season, I will be vlogging about black gay travel, and my places that I go to. Because I just got back from London. I'm now on my way to Switzerland. So I'll be photographing and, trying to vlog and give my point of view on if things are expensive, what to expect, is it black friendly, is it gay friendly, stuff like that, stuff that's important. So again, thank you guys so much. And I'm probably going to create a new channel because I love this, or I might create something called Mental Mondays, where we'll discuss mental health and conditioning and making sure you take care of your mental, like therapy, and get rid of the stigma, and talk about narcissism and childhood trauma and things that follow you. So that's my thing. And I'm not a professional, so I don't, I have no degree. I just only know my experience because I dealt with narcissistic abuse. So I just can deal with my recovery and therapy on that. But I will try to get, with my fans, and hopefully I can get a professional to come on and really discuss it. But if you are going through anything tough or challenging, we have a couple of numbers I'll put in the post about, if you need to talk to somebody. But again, I love you and you matter. Thank you so much, Poles. Let's continue to make this show amazing. Let's continue to work and make it hard. I will be on it. I'm not just going to love it because I love the show. I'm going to be hard and critique it, but I'm also going to give you props. I enjoy the show today was impeccable. So hopefully I didn't spoil it too much for you guys. But again, Candy, you was totally a lie. All right. I'm AJ Thompson. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribing if you love it. Hit that subscribe button, please. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Take care.